Hello, I'm John Langley. Welcome back to my channel. After 5 years, I've returned to tell you about another racket I've uncovered since my research on the Wick House scandal, where housing benefits were being siphoned out of the country to provide a gentleman in France with a very comfortable income indeed that became a documentary on the BBC's Inside Out West programme. Well, today I have an even bigger racket worth millions that's happening here in Bristol right now. Staff said they had been told the hotel had changed hands and their contracts and employment was now with Countrywide Hotels, a Devon-based hotel management and consultancy company. The hotel in Bristol doesn't feature in the portfolio of hotels on the firm's website, and a spokesperson said any queries had to be directed at the Home Office. Now, here's the key part. Other staff said they had been told the hotel was now owned by a company called Bristol Hotel Operating Limited. Bristol Live has discovered this is a company set up and registered with Companies House just 8 days ago at an address in Surrey. Its sole director is Varun Chowdhury, who has 9 other companies also set up in 2023. Now, you may or perhaps may not have noticed that on this gentleman's profile there was a reference to Tulip Real Estate. Now, I want you to keep this in mind because I will be coming back to it very shortly. Anyway, I traced this Bristol trading company to an address in Surrey. I was expecting an office and it turned out to be a very nice residential address in the leafy suburbs. However, I didn't find anything there in terms of this company other than this company, which turns out to be a tech company based in the United States. Oh well, I'm sure there must be an explanation somewhere for it. Now, as if that wasn't enough to start the mind-boggling experience, I then decided to do some maths. Oh no, maths. Yes, maths. Now, I went back to the article and I read that the Mercure Hotel could accommodate 500, yes, 500 people. So presumably they're hanging hammocks in the toilet cubicles, in beds in the kitchen, suspending hammocks from the ceilings, probably got some tents in the car park or a couple of containers, I don't know. But anyway, the intention is to put 500 migrants in this Mercure Hotel. So having got my head around that part, I then decided to look into, well, how much this company will be paid for this by the Home Office. And I was staggered, absolutely staggered by the maths, because if you look at this picture here, you'll see that the Home Office will pay the company who provides accommodation for the migrants the sum of £4,000 per month. Now, I'm no genius when it comes to maths. As I say, I can do 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 7 and 2 is 12 and all that. I can just about do that. So when you think of 500 people times £4,000 each, that's, oh God, here we go. Hang on. Now, I work that out at £2 million a month. I could be wrong because I don't have a calculator. And as I said, I'm not a maths genius. But at £2 million a month, and let's say it's a 12-month contract, that is, £24 million a year to a company. So I'm going slow because I'm just sort of processing as I speak. To a company that's newly registered. And they're taking money from our economy in Bristol off the backs of migrants. And I'm not going to have a go at migrants particularly because everybody does that, right? But if you think about it this way, they are what are they? The pawns on the chessboard of greed and racketeering, I suppose, that make it possible for them to earn money. And we're the mugs who are paying for it because it's coming out of our tax money. Does that sound right to you? Because it kind of does to me. Now, in fairness to Bristol Hotel Operating Limited and other companies that I may or may not happen to mention within the course of this video, it is important to make clear that they are doing absolutely nothing wrong and everything is legal and above board. The companies in question would no doubt argue, well, we are doing a service to the migrants. because we are putting them up and giving them accommodation, and it's valuable, it's well needed, and therefore we are operating a really good and valuable service that the country needs at this time. Now, of course, it could be argued, if my facts and figures are right, of course, that Bristol Hotel Operating Limited just happened to be making over £20 million out of this entire deal. Now, again, as they say, they're a company. They are entitled to make money, they are entitled to make a profit, and I've nothing against that at all. That's what this country is all about, isn't it? It's all about business and helping people and providing opportunities that no one else, perhaps in some cases, would never offer. And the fact that they're making possibly £20 million out of it is neither here nor there. Because let's face it, they are providing luxury accommodation. In some cases, there are gymnasiums on site, 4-star hotels, catering facilities. I mean, what more could migrants need? So this company, Bristol Operating, are doing a fantastic service. The fact that they might make some profit out of it, and who knows, with 20 million quid, you could buy a nice estate in the country somewhere, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. Oh, the sort of thing that you and I would just do when finding small change down behind the sofa. So well done, Richie, and well done, Sue Ella, for making it this possible for this great country of ours to operate such first-class businesses that provide this range of opportunities. Now, some may call it unethical, some may call it immoral. That's for you to form your own opinion. But let's face it, isn't it fantastic that you could start a company and within days suddenly find yourself buying or renting perhaps a hotel, putting 500 guests in it, and then getting a contract which is potentially worth over £20 million. What a business opportunity. Absolutely fantastic. It's something that really should be applauded. Don't you agree? Now, do you remember earlier when I happened to mention a company called Tulip? No, me neither. So hang on. Right, it won't take a minute.
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
So the next question is, who exactly are Tulip and what exactly do they do? So being keen to know more, I went on a little search of Tulip, and there's Tulip Mansfield Road Limited, Tulip Rooms Limited, Golden Tulip Inn Limited, Tulip Service Rooms Limited, Tulip Marine Parade Limited, Tulip Hotels and Real Estate Limited. In fact, it was going on for so long, I thought they had more bloody tulips than a Dutch bulb field. And there's even more companies on top of that. I mean, their accounting must be an absolute bloody nightmare. Gee whiz.
When it's spring again, I'll bring again tulips from Amsterdam. With a heart that's true, I'll give to you tulips from Amsterdam.
Would this be a good point to take a moment of calm? The Tulip website, by the way, says this: we established Tulip Real Estate in 2011 to offer the UK community exceptional housing facilities with serviced rooms and short-let services in some of London's prime business districts. Through the years, we received unremitting love from customers, and that helped us eventually foray into hotels, new builds, refurbishments, real estate management services. Are you still feeling that love? Then feel some more for Siddharth Mahajan. Born and brought up in India, Siddharth Mahajan started his journey in Kerala. At an later stage in his life, he realized that he had to build up the potential of an aspiring entrepreneur. He dedicatedly pursued his career in the hospitality industry and traveled the whole world to find the perfect path for his passion. With a bachelor's degree in hotel management from the Oriental School of Hotel Management, Kerala, and 3 years of international diploma in hospitality from the American Hotel and Lodging Association in honours, Siddharth had one of the best hospitality backgrounds during his time. Due to his immense hard work and dedication, Mr. Mahajan became the first student from college to get campus placements at Oberoi Jazz Villas, Jaipur. Prior to his graduation, he started working for Raj Villas in the year of 2002. This was 6 months prior to completing his degree. Siddharth balanced work and college life with ease and also went back to college in April 2003 for the final semester to complete his degree. His tenure at his first workplace, the Luxury Hotel, lasted for 2 years, and he managed to achieve wonderful recognition for his sincere and honest hospitality services. This gave an exceptional start to Siddharth Mahajan's career. Soon after, Siddharth started working in London for various hotels by keeping a distinct and clear career path in his mind. He founded a company named Tulip Hotels and Real Estate Limited, a unique business of leasing apartments to travellers and offering them the perfect homestay options that would be affordable and comfortable in comparison to other hotels. He has a sweet, happy family, which includes his wife Nikita, 2 children, and his wife Nikita is an alumnus of St. Sebastian School, Mumbai, and then pursued her master's degree in food technology from Samaya College, Mumbai. Siddharth married his wife in 2009 after 1 year of seeing each other. Both of them moved to London together to start a new life. With an immensely passionate attitude towards her, Mrs. Nikita started working as a food auditor for Ferndale Foods, one of the top 10 food companies in the UK. After 3 years together, post-marriage, they welcomed their first baby boy named Arav. Accompanying Arav was a cute little princess named Tulip. Being a man of his word, when Siddharth stated he offered a unique business of leasing apartments to travellers and offering them the perfect homestay options that would be affordable and comfortable in comparison to hotels, he was not lying. He absolutely kept his word. It's just a shame that Milton Keynes City Council didn't actually agree, as published in the Milton Keynes Citizen, August this year. When it transpired that Siddharth had previously been convicted and jailed for 12 weeks in relation to operating illegal HMO accommodation, perverting the course of justice and forging documents under the Proceeds of Crime Act. In his defence, Siddharth stated, "I've got a doppelganger out there I never knew about, and he's been using my name under false pretences, and now I'm up in court." Did he really say that? No, actually, no, he didn't. I made it up purely for comedic purposes. What he did say, however, was, "I'm a good man, I served my time and I learned lessons from it." Was that his voice? I've got no idea if that was his voice. I'm just assuming people in Essex talk like that. Shall I try again? Siddharth stated, "I am a good man, I served my time and I learned lessons from it." That's better. Councillor Peter Marland, leader of MK City Council, said, "The Conservative asylum shambles has reached yet another new low as it is revealed that the Conservative government has been giving a convicted criminal companies taxpayers' money. It is incredible that the department responsible for law and order is allowing a man who perverted the course of justice and forged documents in relation to a housing matter to get rich." All right, let's not get too carried away. Happy he was not. And in no time at all, the contract was surprisingly, don't hold your breath, cancelled. Multi-million-pound contract, not another one. What? What a racket, eh? You start up a company and within days the government are sending you squillions to your bank account.
There isn't a magic money tree that we can shake that suddenly provides for everything that people want.
Oh, yes, there is. So what would you do with all those millions earned off the backs of migrant income? I know. The project is called the Greenwich House, and it boasts of luxurious living spaces and modern amenities. This magnificent house features 3 spacious bedrooms, each with an attached washroom, making it a perfect home for families or individuals who value privacy and comfort. The rooms are well lit with natural light and are tastefully decorated with modern fixtures and fittings. Residents of the Greenwich House will enjoy a prime location in the heart of Greenwich, with easy access to transport links, shopping centres, restaurants and other amenities. The house is just a stone's throw away from the famous Greenwich Park, where residents can enjoy scenic walks and breathtaking views of London's skyline. I mean, wouldn't you be doing the same? Be honest. Dream of hotels and new builds and service rooms and real estate management. Again, I can only dream of 133 luxury apartments acquired at the Madison, the Amory Tower for BTR. The luxury building delights in its proportions. It has natural light and generous living spaces. The interior design can be found in all areas of the building, from the impressive double-height entrance to the detailing of the kitchens in the apartments themselves. The thoughtful layout of each home maximizes floor space to create generous, light-filled rooms with expansive views over London. Located at Canary Wharf, no less, the Madison, the Amory Tower apartments and penthouses offer unrivaled views of the London skyline. Canary Wharf is easily accessible by rail, road, river and underground. The Jubilee line at Canary Wharf takes you straight to the West End, while the Docklands Light Railway provides direct access to the city. The new Crossrail will further improve transport connections across the city. All of London's 5 airports are within easy reach, making international travel easy and straightforward. Who could resist that? And let's not forget at the other end of the scale, our lovely migrant guests are enjoying luxury accommodation in some cases in 4-star hotels with 24-hour gymnasiums, swimming pool, concierge, and let's not forget also the most important factor, that's 24-hour access to GP and dental services, where you and I, well, we're generous, aren't we? We kind of put others ahead of us and we don't mind waiting 3, 4, 5 weeks, maybe 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Because we're such a caring nation, we put our guests before us. That's the kind of people we are. And back here in Bristol, we are absolutely no different at all. Having given up our fine Mercure Hotel to none other than Bristol Hotel Operating Limited and, oh wait, hang on, Countrywide Hotels? Isn't that? It is. It's him. It's Siddharth. I can feel myself coming down with a headache. To be honest, I spent some time today searching the internet, seeing how I could access £20 million from the government, and I couldn't find anything, so I think you've got to know someone who knows someone who knows someone, like Siddharth, in order to find the pot of gold that's out there, waiting to be grabbed by the wheelbarrow load. I'm guessing I probably don't know the right people like David Miles, who has a £2 million mansion in the southwest, a multi-million-pound West End London bolt hole, and a country house in Kent. Or Alex Langson of Britannia Hotels. Do you think by chance both these, and possibly others as well, are all members of the Conservative Party and possibly donors, perhaps? While it probably isn't the case of you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours, after the screw-up regarding PPE equipment and people who knew people, who knows what goes on behind the scenes? Still, what does it really matter about those people at the bottom of the pyramid, those migrants, while the people at the top are all making money out of it and will live happily ever after in their country mansions? Meanwhile, our lovely Prime Minister and our lovely Suella may well be out of a job next year when they don't get elected again. And what will happen is they'll be elevated to the House of Lords, where they can opt to receive up to £332 a day just by signing. They'll no doubt be offered eye-watering amounts of money to become directors of city corporations, or at least to have their names put on the letterheads and make even more money writing their memoirs. Meanwhile, the migrants are sent back to where they came from, and the circle is complete.
I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy